this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
First down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Tay Davis there on the tackle.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They are going for it. Here's Watson, and it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And they go play action. Mayfield steps away. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, exit. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Point it right. Strip that ball.
Mayfield to throw it.
Let's make these babies cry.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The Texans take over 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24 and 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Browns' 48-yard line.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson, and that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Echo.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, check right. Watching it right. I'm coming. Alert. Shoot. Joker. Hey, switch gears. Real. My touch.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, dude.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his man. It's Williams. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
First down, Mayfield. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
A second down throw for Mayfield. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Browns on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mark 55. Mark 55. I'm scared. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Pistol, pistol, pistol.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
King. Bravo. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Mike, 55.
Mayfield, he's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Regular. 5.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Texans.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I got it. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. You got 4.
Throwing again is Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted it.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of...
Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, Mayfield. Campbell making the catch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in. Complete. 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. A final shot before the break. Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Get ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going for it. It's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Mayfield on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got the first down inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, box truck. You ain't doing nothing.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Mayfield now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Browns 28, Texans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson just beating the play clock. It's complete to Fuller. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and goal, Houston.
Reset. 19. 37. Let him know. Mike 31. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I got you.
To the air yet again, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Throwing on third down, Watson going deep for Hopkins, and that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
With the score, Browns 35, Texans nothing.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. After the run, Watson going to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
I'm here all day.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Watson being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now third and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson now on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Regular. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike. Hey, wahoo. Hey. 50, Mike 50. I'm coming.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know the truth.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. kick 47. This one looks good as well. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
After the interception, here's Watson. Now in desperation. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team count, that's a big number.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Faking I'm the realest since